CryptoNoob here. Alright, let's get to it. Okay, last video that I had, and if you haven't seen the rest of my videos, you should watch them, especially if you're just starting out in cryptocurrency, because it will speed the education along really, really quick. I literally live, eat, and breathe all of this cryptocurrency because I can see that there's a huge amount of value here, and if you're going to follow it and you're going to, play the game, I definitely think that you need to pay attention to all these videos. So let's go through what's happened in the last 24 hours here. Okay, so the last time that I ran a video, I actually had 305 RegalCoin. I took 5 and sent it out to my buddy, and I have sold 200. The reason why I sold 200 is because the RegalCoin actually went up to 42.76, and then I sold it. So I was able to take a huge amount of profit, as you can see here. This was all from the profit of the sale, which was $6,307 that I have right now, thanks to Bitcoin going up too. But in my total portfolio of what I own, and I know that RegalCoin is going to go up even more than it is now. I think it's at 34. I have about 9,700. I'm not going to sell the 100 that I have here. I have an order out to sell it, but it's going to be selling at $50 because I know it's going to go up to $50 as soon as the horde comes in and starts buying. See, right now it's at 34 bucks. So at $34, that's what I would consider kind of a medium buy right now. I wouldn't jump through fences to purchase that. As you can see here, their site is saying that it's at 33.86. I really should have held back this investment here because that was the equivalent of 100 RegalCoin, which would have made me a pile of money, more money. So, this profit that was here, along with the profits that I have in the amount of money that I have in here, which is almost 10,000, and plus a couple of other transfers that I did to some altcoins, the whole equivalent is about $17,000 off of a $3,600 investment, and all of that happened in 2 weeks. So that is pretty damn amazing, that all of that. And it's all timing. It comes down to timing. It comes down to research. It comes down to smart investing. And I try to guide my buddies the best I can, and and tell them what to buy and what to get into as we go along, because I'm researching the heck out of this, and some of them don't have time. So, and I hope that this is not investment advice for anybody. If you can't afford to put money in here, then don't. If you got to pay your bills, and and you don't get addicted to trying to make money off of crypto if you're just surviving. This is for the people who have a little bit of money to gamble, because it's high risk. It has, you're in here trying to do your thing, but there are ways that you can, cut down the risk a little bit. And one of the ways that I did it was to foresee the future of what's going to happen to a certain coin that actually banked me over 10,000 something dollars, which was RegalCoin, because it's not available to buy on their exchange, which is ridiculous, right? You click the button, nothing happens, right? You can't buy it here. So how do you get stuff into play? You have to go to here. So when you're sitting down and you're looking at this and you're going, okay, RegalCoin has a possibility of being Bitconnect 2.0, right? Okay, so how do you get money into play? Look at the percentages that you're losing. You're losing these percentages, even though these percentages are much higher than Bitconnect's percentages. Their Bitconnect's percentages suck right now. Okay, they're not that great. Okay, so why they're not that great, I'm not quite sure exactly why they're not that great. I know that that Bitcoin was kind of peaked out and leveled for a while, and it didn't have a lot of volatility, which is how they make their money. But look at their BCC token. Now, the time period that I've been in Bitconnect, which hasn't been that long, I can tell you that I've never seen it over 139, and now it's at 182. And anytime that this Bitcoin climbs, the BCC climbs. As you can see in my wallet, you know, this is what, so far this is what I made today. That's how bad the percentage is. But over here on this side, you know, that's I transferred over. Let's see, I made like 160 in one day. I transferred it over here. Not even one Bitconnect, right? And then I have over here in the Bitcoin wallet was money that I transferred over from the sale of the RegalCoin, right? So it's a whole, you know, 5,000. What is it? $5,400. I got $5,400 sitting in Bitconnect Bitcoin wallet, ready for reinvestment. But I'm not going to reinvest it because I know what's going to happen. Between now and the 25th, when they introduce this fork, that 5,200 you see up here is going to jump to a minimum of 6,000. Now, how do I know that? I can't tell you how I know a lot of stuff in business and how I've been so successful with everything I do. Call it intuition, call it whatever you want. But I'm pretty sure that that's going to go to 6,000. I think it's going to climb just before the 25th, and you're going to see everybody hoarding. Why? Because they want the split to happen, and they want to get a Bitcoin gold 1-to-1 ratio. That's what they want, right? So that's the reason why I'm not putting this into play. Because if I do the math on this, if you do the math and you're sitting here, you're going, wait a minute, you know, if I take and do a 5,010 loan right now, I'm going to get back about 674 from now till the 25th in money, in interest money that they're going to pay me on the average of, you know, 30%, 674. Okay, but if Bitcoin itself, at sitting at, let's say, 5,285, and you subtract the $6,000 that it's going to go up to, that's $715, right? So if you take the $715 multiplied by the amount of coins that I have accumulated, which I think is probably about I think I got 3.5, which isn't a lot, but it's something. 3.5, you're talking about a $2,500 bonus. You see what I mean? So if I just hold the coins and whatever exchange is going to, you know, going to give the Bitcoin gold out, not only did I make the Bitcoin gold three Bitcoin gold out of it, which God knows what that's going to go up to. Bitcoin Cash went up to $800 like within a week or less. So it could go up to 800. I don't know. But just holding Bitcoin itself, going from 5,285 to 6,000, I will have produced another $2,500 in profit. Now, that far outweighs me putting my money into Bitconnect right now and let it just, you know, build up the $600. So, and we're not talking about a lot of time here. It is already the 12th, so it's 10/12. So we're talking that I'm going to hold that sucker for, you know, another 2 weeks. I'm going to hold it for 2 weeks. Now, how much money can I make in 2 weeks? How much more Bitcoin? I don't know. I don't know how much money I can make in 2 weeks. We're going to find out. We're going to find out exactly where we are in a while. Back to getting off that subject and going to Petite. I learned something about Petite that I didn't know. And you guys might have experienced the same exact thing. And here it is. Once my investment down here ended with my my Bitcoin to USD, it wouldn't pay me my $8 because it needs a minimum of $10. So what the hell? I was sitting at $8 and 49 cents that I can't extract because it wouldn't let me extract the funds. See? So what I ended up having to do is deposit $30. I just put in $30, and I didn't do the math on it. So I mean, I'm gonna laugh if it comes out at $8 at the end and this thing's expired, right? But you know, you can see my terms on my other ones. My Bitcoin to Bitcoin, my terms are almost up, and this is almost up right here. My Ethereum, right? I've been paid the whole time. I've never had a problem. Transactions are nice and smooth. They're going through like clockwork. I'm really impressed with Petite. I've got a good feeling about it, and I think I'm going to end up putting more money in because, as you can see here, I put in $4.95, which I just put in that extra 30, right? And I've already been paid $5.64, right? I've made $5.72 already, and I'm just about ready to take out. Let's see, probably tomorrow I'll be able to take out these two tomorrow. So I'm very happy with the progress there. So far, so good. Make sure that you're always up. You know, by the time this is done, you know, you want to make sure that you made good money. Even if you only made $50 and something happened to the site, hey, you didn't lose money. That's what counts, right? So I'm very happy about that one. RegalCoin, it's still paying. I mean, you know, I made 130 and putting my 850 in here, and it's only been a couple of days. It's been like 4 days or 5 days. I got back from my Vegas house, and I was like, okay, well, we got some money in there. That's great. My referrals suck because everybody that's watching these videos doesn't sign up, so that sucks. But I would activate you immediately if you signed up. No problems at all there. As you can see, my right side sales are horrible. I got 2 direct referrals that I popped in there, but those guys don't know how to buy stuff, so that didn't help. So I hope that gets a little better. Meanwhile, the RegalCoin is at 33.86. Let me refresh this. Let's see where we're at now. Of course, this site loves to have a 5-second timeout. 34. So you know, it's up and down around 30, which is, it's okay, right? So you know, we come back to here, and you know, we're trying to. What I'm trying to do now is I'm trying to keep as much Bitcoin that I can and grow it. I've been looking at the chart on this porn token, which is pretty ridiculous, but it was so cheap. I think I got like $20 in here, and I'm just playing around with this thing and seeing if it's going to hit this number again on the exchange. And another reason why the RegalCoin went up, by the way, is because it hit Yobit's exchange, and when the combination between Coin Exchange and Yobit's, it went crazy. I mean, that's what drove it up so high. So you can imagine what's going to happen once they activate the button, the exchange button on their site. That stuff, I wouldn't be surprised if it went up to $100. I really wouldn't. But even at that, I'm not a player to buy at $30 right now. If it went down farther, down into the 20s, I think I would probably buy more of it. But like I said, I'm sitting here waiting for this $2,500 payout for Bitcoin right now, because I think it's going to be big. It was not only $2,500 that it could go to $6,000, but also the money that you're going to make off the Bitcoin gold when that hits. So you can see a lot of these numbers, you know, they're on these exchanges are not really in the positive. You can find these little pump and dumps here. Like this is a pump and dump. Porn token's a pump and dump. These are all pump and dumps. You know, they're going to mark it up and they're going to drop it on a regular basis. And you got to, what I do is I go in here and I look for the ones that have a high profit ratio like this. You know, they're high, and then just monitor it for a little while and see if you can find the bottom before they want to pump up. It seems like they come in hordes. Like the hoarders will come in there and they'll look at it and they'll go, okay, well, we're not going to touch any of these coins right now because they're all negative, but we are going to go to something like this. Okay, and then we're going to look at it and we're going to figure out how we can bonus off of the volatility. And you know, you come down here and you look at the sales and you look at the buys. So, and you make a buy purchase. if you've never done it before, you probably don't want to do it because you're probably going to lose some money if you don't know what you're doing. You know, for me, the long run, I'm just basically sitting and waiting for a lot of this. But I think that's it for this video. Anyway, if my camera would stop focusing in and out, I think we would be better. I know the whole video is focusing in and out. I'm using the Microsoft Live HD cam, which so far seems to be live focusing a lot. Anyway, to the next one. See you later.